My name is Renison Jeffrey, and this is the Workers' Rights Platform. Now, a lot of people would have reached out to me concerning a particular issue that is taking place within the Fortin court. Some may have described her to be a man killer.
Oh my God!
Devourer of men. Now, the stories a lot of us would have been hearing, it is unbelievable. Some of it I would not disclose here. But you know what is shocking? I myself have had a run-in with this individual. Now, I would have leave my number up on the screen in the previous take with men would have been having issues with that said magistrate. And here is the conclusion in which we would have came up with. A lot of things that is taking place, but
you want answers? I think I'm entitled.
A lot of us that attend court, that have family issues, a lot of us are not being heard. Now, I could talk about my issue. Now, I have a son who I would have never seen for 4 years now. And every time I would have relayed that to that particular magistrate, I was shut down, and it would have reached to the point that I was sent off to jail without any charges. Now, my human rights was violated.
I don't like where this is going.
And to add insult to injury, my family members and them, most of them, they was not notified. Now, this is a controversial topic in which is taking place here, still within the court system. And I ain't gonna go into it much. But because of the action of the court and the place in which they would have sent me, would have made me unmarketable to various job offers in which I would have encountered. Sometimes I would have started a particular job, and when they would have heard concerning the incident, which the matter is presently before the court, I was laid off, and in some cases fired. So, to say in the least, I am a victim of the misjudgment of the system. Now, the case is based on somebody being ultra vires, acting outside of the authority. And up to now, my matter haven't been addressed. But yet still, I am subjected to hearings by that particular individual. And all how I would have said, I would have write the chief magistrate. And none of these matters was referred to them. Now, plenty of the men in the system would have went through similar fate. And everyone knows there's a problem within the Fortin court. Police officers, fire officers, plenty of them we would have talked outside and out of the camera and could attest to this fact. Imagine this: the individual would have breached the court order several times in the presence of the police, and up to now it is not addressed. Even the situation in which arise out of this, which part of it is being brought before the court, up to now that is not addressed. And the magistrate would have said blatantly to me that she do not care. That was the words of Miss Alicia Chanka. Now, if this thing is left out of context, like this runaway horse, I am asking the authorities to start looking into this, because later on we are going to reveal things and statements from other men who would have went through this problem and this sort of advantage within the system that we are going to bring forward. Right, the amount of men that was battered and bruised and kicked by this system and by this particular magistrate. Now, right about now, we're doing a petition. I'm putting up the numbers on the screen, or you call this number. We are coming with all the truth, everything that comes. And here, what I telling you here, this thing have to stop. We know where is the problem. Why we keep on pussyfooting underneath these kind of things? Because I don't want to know that I have a nephew that coming up within the future would have fall prey to such a thing. Now, let me mention this case that I would have encountered there. Now, this one was this. There was a particular gentleman that are custom working underneath a particular package on his job. Where it is, he works specifically when he's in the yard, and which is predominantly his salary. So in the yard, he working for like $1,500 a week, between $1,500 and $1,000. He would have went before the said magistrate, and sometimes he would have worked offshore. So when the company have money, have projects offshore, and they assign him to that contract, he would have worked for something more. And the magistrate would have made a judgment based on the more that he get at times, and not on the salary that he's receiving currently. Now, this gentleman is paying an astronomical amount of money on a monthly basis. Now, I would have talked about this. The authority needs to look into this. I have been made unmarketable by actions that would have taken from the court. And now I am placed in a position that the court do not want to take responsibility for. And there is a lot of other men who we are going to reveal within the future what is taking place there. And I know I go ask if I reach out to the Single Father Association. Yes, I did. I would have reached out to the Single Father Association concerning this. I would have informed a lot of other agencies. I have documents in which would have been stating false documents, in which I would have gotten from the family association, or whatever let's call it, where they would have stated certain things that is not true. I come in with these things in the future, you know, because you see what Oye do the other day. What Oye did to me is unlawful. And you see this individual that you have in the Point Fortin court that is doing this to people. These things need to stop, and the authorities need to look into it. Again, my name is Renison Jeffrey, and this is the Workers' Rights Platform. And I ain't afraid nobody. Get that in your head.